Another thing that I want to talk about is that recently, maybe it's been a year, actually more than a year, probably a couple of years now, that I am following this how to be feminine in your approach, how to talk like a female, how to act like a female, how to carry your body like a female, the body language and everything. I listen to podcasts like that and I want to be a calmer version of myself, the more feminine version, the nurturing type, because I'm never that. I have a younger brother. I've raised him and I've seen how he is. And my dad raised me like a boy. He did not even raise me like a girl. It's always been that, oh, I'm gonna fight you, not sit and cry type of behavior from my side. It has to do with being the daddy's girl, because dads don't grow you up like prince. If something happens, you should cry about it. Dads don't do that. That's like, I remember coming back from school after a fight. I was crying. And dad asked like, what happened? And I said, oh, I got into a fight with this guy at school. He was in something about stationery. I used to love stationery back then. And then dad was like, oh, what happened? I was like, he took my stationery and he didn't give it back. Dad was like, oh, it's fine. It's okay. It's just the stationery. I'll get you another one. And he's like, why are you crying about it? And then he's like, because I hit him. And dad is like, what? I was like, first of all, you do not hit people unless they hit you. If they even touch you, go for it. You can hit them. But if they do not lay their hands on you, and you're the first one to lay, no, that's not good. That is something my dad. I've always been brought up like a guy. And right now, as I'm growing up, I'm getting into a relationship and I'm going career-wise, I'm moving ahead. I want to have that more feminine side of me to people, to friends, not just relationship, like to the friends, to relatives, to colleagues. I want to genuinely have that nurturing side of me, because it's very important. Especially as a woman, I feel that nurturing side you should have. Cooking, I can't do that. So, nurturing, I can look after the kids. But cooking, I know if you don't come at me saying, oh, cooking is part of nurturing. No. I can order food. Cooking can be done by someone else and I can put it on a plate. I can do nice stuff with it. And another thing that I think about is feminine energies, that you become a little more aesthetic, which I'm not. You become good with colors, which I'm not. So I'm trying to like step into that this thing. And I play like, I go for Pilates, yoga, all those female dominated side. I'm speaking from what knowledge I know. I used to go for all that. Yesterday, there was a sign up for football. I used to play football in school, mind you. And I was kicked out of the school team because I was playing too violently. And no one wanted to play. Within my team also I was violent. Opposite team also I was violent. So it was just like, yaar, bye. Tata. So that's how I stopped playing. And then I joined university. First few days of university, I not have like friends and everything. I joined the football club. And I went for a class. I think couple of classes. I did go for a couple of classes. It was fun. But then later I got friends, and obviously they don't play football. So I left that football club and then I was just hanging out with them. And then recently, after years, I went to play football, and oh my god, like I still had that I do not play calmly. Like football I have so much aggression while playing football, and I do not care who is in my team. I didn't even know most of the people in my opposite team. And in my team, I knew them. But that level, to have that behavior back in me, it was so nice. Now I am reconsidering my life choices. I want to be a female, calm, nurturing side, but at the same time, I'm enjoying the violent side of me. Because to me, love comes in a violent way as well. Because if I like you, I bite. I bite you, I hurt you, I throw things at you. Pain equals love. woman. If I am physically hurting you, that means I absolutely love you and I absolutely find peace in your presence. It has to do with love language of physical touch as well. My number one love language is physical touch. And if I'm around you and I'm not touching you, even if I'm a very touchy person, and very less people know this because I am not touchy around them. But if I am touchy, that means I absolutely love you. And my friends know this because if I'm mad at them because of something, I keep my distance. Like I'll be like, I will talk normally, but then I'll keep my distance. So they know something is up and something needs resolving. That's funny. And I'm a very readable person. You can see me and just read my mind. There's nothing more. I just wanted to tell the football thing. So many things came in between. But yeah, that's it. Ta-ta.